Many new families looking to save money may be thinking about getting a used crib for their newborn. It's one of several things that could actually make a baby's crib unsafe. This month's issue of American Baby Magazine has some crib safety tips for parents. Joining us this morning, Jessica Hartshorn, Senior Lifestyle Editor for American Baby. Jessica, good morning to you.
Good morning.
First tip, easy enough. Buy a new crib if you can. What's wrong with a used one?
This is the thing. They're not tested to be built, taken apart, built for another child, taken apart, passed to a neighbor, built again. Like, they don't have that many screws. They're not built to withstand that, and so they get rickety, for one. Also, a lot of the older cribs have the drop size that have turned out to pose a huge danger to babies.
Make sure that you test the mattress. What do you do?
Yeah, you want to do that too. You press down on it and make sure it's not too mushy. It needs to be pretty firm to not be a suffocation risk, and also you don't want to be able to get more than a couple fingers in between the mattress and the sides of your hopefully new crib. And you can get a new crib for like $200, even like $100 at some places.
So it's not necessarily something that's going to break the bank.
Well, you know, I mean, every penny counts, but for sure, if you're going to spend money, I'd say make it the car seat in the crib. Yeah.
So then you go out and you buy the crib.
Yes.
It's in the house. You're trying to figure out where to put it, and then it's maybe over by the window. Not so much. Not a good idea.
Well, build it in the nursery, because if you build it in the living room, then you can't get it through the door to the nursery.
Right. Well, you say that like you know a little thing or two.
So you build it in the nursery away from the window, because you don't want the baby to be able to pull on blinds or on drapery. Also, you know, light and sun comes through the window, or wind. It's just, you know, could keep it on the wall without the window.
And then
inside the crib.
Right, skipping the bumpers. Some doctors even say get them out altogether.
Yeah, that's a really new recommendation, but it's been about 2 years since American Baby's shown bumpers, because they are a suffocation risk. And we have all these articles saying don't put anything soft in there, no pillows, no blankets, no stuffed animals, and then you look at a bumper and you're like, what is that, except for a giant pillow in there with them. If they roll against it, they might not be able to breathe. Some parents still want them because they're afraid their baby will knock their head against the side of the crib and get bruises. So now they're trying to walk this line where it's sort of parental choice. Babies R Us will still sell bumpers going forward, but it's not forced in the bedding set that you buy. The bedding set that you buy won't have a bumper in it, but you can buy one if you really feel you need them. But they're not so safe.
And speaking of what's supposed to actually be in the crib.
Yeah, really nothing.
Nothing.
The mattress with a fitted crib sheet, and that's about it in your baby.
Yeah.
And if you're afraid they're going to get cold, you can do a blanket sleeper. That's the kind that kind of zips on, almost like a pajama.
Concerns, of course, about sudden infant death syndrome, the baby dying suddenly before the age of 1, the autopsy showing no real cause of death, or there's no real explanation. You want to reduce that risk.
Right.
How do you do it?
Because it often is thought to be suffocation, and that's why it seems to happen so suddenly. Putting them on their back to sleep is number one. That has cut SIDS tremendously. Keeping the room at about 68 degrees, kind of nice and cool. Only a blanket sleeper, no quilt, no cover up, no loose sheets. And you know what's surprising is using a pacifier, because if that pacifier is in their mouth and they roll over, it keeps their mouth from going against the mattress. Right. So don't be afraid of getting your baby hooked on the pacifier, because it might actually help them out.
Great tips. Jessica Hartshorn, Senior Lifestyle Editor for American Baby. Jessica, thank you so much.
Thank you.